Hey, what is up guys, my name is Fire. Now Tuesday was actually my birthday and I ended up getting a Nintendo Switch. Now I've been playing this thing non-stop ever since I got it. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and the one game I got with it was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This game is so amazing, it is so expansive, and I will have a review coming out for that sometime in the next few weeks or so. I just want to play the game, I want to beat the game, I want to defeat Calamity Ganon, and I just want to do everything in the game as much as I can to give a full review in it. So I'll have a video about that in a few weeks, talking about how I feel about the game and giving it a score. But so far it looks like it's going to be a 10 out of 10 because this game so far is awesome. It's so amazing, it's so expansive, it's so immersive, and the one thing it does explore you to do and make you go is just, it literally just says go. It makes you just explore the world because this world is big, beautiful, and so expansive. It's full of life, it's full of color, it's full of everything. And even though a lot of parts you may feel abandoned because there's not a lot of people left, when that rare sighting comes around, when you do find someone, you talk to them, you have interesting conversations. The personalities in the characters are very interesting and very lovable. And overall, I want to talk more about the game in a few weeks, but for this video I want to talk about the Nintendo Switch because I've been messing around with it here and been playing with it, and I got very lucky with this because this thing was sold out everywhere where I live. It was sold out every single place, every single shop that I went to, and I was looking for it everywhere. I was looking up pre-orders and stuff, and it was saying pre-order now and get it by end of April or something like it. I don't know, I just got very lucky with the shop I went into. I got the very last one. Now, it wasn't the one I was looking the colored one, I was looking the blue and red one. Unfortunately, the last one was a black one, there was no colors left, but you know, I'll take it over the colored one if I get to play it now, because realistically, when you're playing, you're not really gonna notice the color of the thing. I would have preferred the neon colors just because they look far nicer, but overall, when you're playing the game, you're not really gonna notice it. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun playing with it. I'm surprised to see how big the Joy-Cons are. Like, a lot of people were saying that they're a lot smaller in person. To me, they were bigger, honestly. Maybe it's because I have small hands, and I really do have very small hands. But after playing with the Joy-Con controller and the Joy-Con grip, everyone that I've seen so far says they do not like that combination of the grip and the Joy-Cons. They say it's uncomfortable, they say it's cramped, they say it's too small. For me, I found it so comfortable. It's one of the most comfortable controllers I've ever had. I love the way the thumbsticks feel in your hand. Even though they are sort of shallow, they're not very high up, but I love the way it feels in your hand. I love the way the dents of the thumbnails, okay, not the thumbnails, the thumbsticks, but I love the way they feel in your hand, like the way it has like a dent in it. It feels really nice. It's hard to describe, but it just feels really nice in your hand. And after using this and going back to pick up an Xbox controller, the Xbox controller feels massive. Like, usually the Xbox controller feels small in my hands, and I've just adjusted to it and got used to it. After going to play with this controller, which, keep in mind, is a lot smaller than an Xbox controller, it feels huge. It feels like this big clunky controller, but at the same time it still feels comfortable. Xbox controllers, it feels home to me, and I think I'll always love Xbox. But regardless of that, this is one of the greatest controllers I've ever used, and a lot of people may disagree with me. I don't know, maybe it's because I have small hands. I really like the way it feels, and I really like the way the Joy-Con feel. The way it's portable, you can play it anywhere. After you're finished, you can take it to the toilet, which I don't really recommend. It's just not me. I don't see the point in taking it to the toilet. I don't know why they advertise that. I guess it's a good thing for advertising for people who like to bring things into the toilet, but no, not me. I would never bring this thing into the toilet. But overall, it's very good. I can sit on my sofa, I can play it, I can have the TV running in the background, which is one of my favorite things to do, is sit on the sofa with a portable device playing a game, having the TV sound in the background a little bit low so I can just hear it, and have a TV show that I love watching on at the same time playing my game. I love that. It's one of the greatest feelings ever, being wrapped up in a blanket and just playing this on the go. It's so good, just being nice and comfortable, and that's one of the biggest aspects of this console as a whole. And the way it comes from this little tiny compact console, and the tablet itself is the console, and I was surprised to see that the tablet in person is a lot smaller. Now, that's one thing I have heard from people. The console itself is smaller, but for me, the Joy-Cons themselves felt bigger, and when you have the Joy-Cons attached to the console, the thing actually feels pretty heavy and big. Like, it's a lot heavier or bigger than an average phone, considering my phone's an iPhone SE, so it's quite small. It's about the size of an iPhone 5S or about the size of an iPhone 5. So they're quite small phones. Wait, it is actually the size of that. But yeah, the console is a lot bigger than my phone, and it feels clunkier, it feels heavier. But for a console, it's really slim, really slim and compact. And same with the dock, it really does good job with cable management, being able to put the cables in behind. There's a little hole for the cables to come out. So if you like things nice and neat, which don't look at my setup if you like things nice and neat, I will make a setup review sometime in the future, but not right now. But my setup is full of cables and everything. It's not very tidy, same with a lot of other people's. But if you're very OCD about cable management, then this is a very good thing for you. And same with the dock, and it's just a very small little thing that you can just set in your setup. It doesn't take much space at all, and overall I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. And do I recommend it at launch? Now, for the launch titles that come with it, the really only good one is Zelda, and this is fine for me personally. This will do me fine. That's the whole reason I got it. This will do me for like the next 6 months, the amount of content's in this game. But for someone who likes a lot of big varieties of games, I don't know, there's not a lot of launch titles. I will advise you maybe to wait a little bit extra. For someone who's not a big Zelda fan, neither am I. I've never played a Zelda game before this, but someone who doesn't look at the game, and even if you don't see the game as that good, which I didn't at first, but after you get your hands on it, and after about an hour or so through the game does start off a little bit slow. After you get past that whole point, it gets a whole lot bigger and gets a whole lot more interesting, and the game just throws you in and just says go, and it just becomes absolutely amazing. And overall, I will say maybe wait a little while until they add more launch titles like Splatoon 2, there's Super Mario Odyssey, even Skyrim. Holy shit, I can't wait for Skyrim to come to it. Portable Skyrim, this is like a gamer's dream come true. Anyone that loves Skyrim, this is like a dream come true, because Skyrim's amazing. It's without a doubt one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game. I love Skyrim so much, and overall, my review on it so far is really good. A lot of people have been giving this console quite a lot of hate, which I've seen, but I really like it. I really enjoy it. I really like the way you can take it anywhere you go, and I love the compact form factor of it. It's nice, slim, nice, small, and overall, I'm really enjoying it so far. But anyway guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to smack that like button down below and subscribe to some Call of Duty content. And yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.